He spent 7 years with the Giants. You know, wear and tear adds up. So, yeah.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Ready for the Stanley Cup playoffs, hockey fans? BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, is giving players another reason to lace up and hit the ice for the most exciting games of the season. Feel the rush of the goals, the checks, the face-offs, and the breakaways with a Stanley Cup Playoffs Odds Boost token. All you have to do to take your shot at extra winnings is to log into your existing BetMGM account, where you'll receive your Odds Boost token. Then make any qualifying Stanley Cup Playoffs bet and activate your token. If your bet lights the lamp, you'll receive extra winnings. Log on to BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, to get your Odds Boost token. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only, Arizona only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary and expire in 7 days. See BetMGM.com for terms.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
Lerner and Rose is the way to go.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
Lerner and Rose is the way to go.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
Lerner and Rose is the way to go.
I'm Kevin Rowe from Lerner and Rowe, and we've been serving Arizonans for 20 years. Make the best choice after an accident. Call 977-1900. That's 977-1900.
Lerner and Rose is the way to go. Call 977-1900. 977-1900.
My name is Mary Grace. There are a few misconceptions about Alzheimer's. It's not just memory loss. It's the loss of mobility, the risk of falling.
For more information, contact the Alzheimer's Association at alz.org. Sponsored by the Alzheimer's Association.
How was your break?
It was great until I stopped for gas. Prices have gone up almost $1 with no end in sight. I might have to start watching how much I drive.
That's exactly why I use Upside. I never pay full price for gas with the free Upside app.
Upside?
Yes, Upside. It's the free app that gives you cash back just for buying the gas you're already buying. So, even with the rising gas prices, I'll never have to limit how much I drive.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Just last year, I made over $200 with the Upside app.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app right now.
Download the free Upside app to earn cash back on the gas you're already buying. Use promo code FUTURE25 for an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FUTURE25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first fill-up. That's FUTURE25.
Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Phase 1, clear takeoff.
Since 1995, the Global Positioning System, or GPS, developed by the U.S. military,
Here we go.
has been operational for civilian use.
Please proceed to the highlighted area.
Today, the men and women of the Air Force Reserve continue their vital mission. Guide them safely on your way while protecting the freedoms we all enjoy. The United States Air Force Reserve, guiding and protecting America.
We could have created www.protectyourselfromthescams and frauds that drain bank accounts and ruin lives.org. Instead, the U.S. Postal Inspection Service created www.deliveringtrust.com. Because, well, that's what we do.
Mutual, we love helping people with things like customizing car insurance, just like how we customize a song for you. Cater country tune, Liberty Mutual, saving you bucks while protecting your truck. 'Cause Purdy told me to only pay for what I need. Thank you, Limu. I'll always trust a Nemu with Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Staples presents Celebrations Made Easy.
I went to Staples for a custom printed graduation banner and invites and saw that Party City is now at Staples.
Wait, what?
Party City is now at Staples.
So now Staples has balloons,
Yep.
decorations,
Yes.
streamers, cups, table covers?
Yep, Staples has everything for a party. And now buy two, get one free on select foil balloons.
Holy confetti! So the best party started at Staples.
That was easy.
In 613 select stores, exclusions apply. In-store or buy online. Pick up in-store only.
All right, so let me confess something. I grabbed a Sky Pop protein soda thinking, sure, we'll see. And I was fully prepared for protein drink disappointment, but it tastes like actual soda, like crisp, cold, refreshing soda. The kind you crave on a hot day, except it has 10 grams of complete protein, 0 sugar, and only 45 calories. And it's not thick or chalky, and not that guess this is good for me kind of vibe. It's just soda with benefits. Protein doesn't have to be boring or feel like something you just check off your daily list. Sky Pop Protein Soda. Big taste, real benefits. Get yours now at Target.
You'll use the radio in your car more than anything else. When buying a new car, make sure the AM/FM is simple, clear, and convenient.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
The gasoline you choose matters. And this one helps to give you more miles when you're on the road. Shell gasoline is scientifically proven to help improve your mileage. It's not magic. It's just science for you and your car. Shell gasoline. Choose a gas that gives you more. Formulation unique to Shell, compared to minimum detergent gasoline containing the same ethanol content. Actual effects and benefits may vary according to vehicle type, driving conditions, and driving style.
Okay, if you've been telling yourself you want a Vegas trip, but your bank account is saying, be so for real right now, then I found the workaround. What's up, guys? Priscilla here. Gila River Resorts and Casinos is bringing the full Vegas residency experience right to the Valley, and it's the final month to experience it. We're talking DJs, showgirls, big-name performances, pop-up bars, surprise moments, like the kind of night where you don't really know what's going to happen next, but you know it's going to be good. And it's happening at all 4 locations: Wild Horse Pass Casino, Lone Butte, Vicuiva, and Santan Mountain. So pick your location and go live a little. Go check it out now at GilaCasinos.com.
Spring Black Friday is on at the Home Depot. Save on grills and patio sets that will be sure to bring your hosting game up a notch. Fire up your feast with help from the Home Depot and save on grills. Like the Next Grill 4-burner propane gas grill was $249, now in special buy for $199. Or give everyone the best seat in the yard with the Hampton Bay Mayfield Park 4-piece conversation set for only $399. Save on grills and patio sets with low prices guaranteed during Spring Black Friday only at the Home Depot. Now through April 22nd, while supplies last. Exclusions apply. See HomeDepot.com/price match for details.
Now that Wendy's has these new biggie deals, everyone in the family can get what they're craving.
From the Rappy Law Group Accident Attorney Studio.
Call Rappy.
KGME Phoenix, KESZ HD3 Phoenix. Guaranteed human.
And the little one who can do no wrong can get a $4.
Here's what you need to know.
In Game 1 of the NBA playoffs Saturday night, the Los Angeles Lakers defeated the Houston Rockets 107-98. Luke Kennard, 27 points, 9 of 13 from the field, 5 out of 5 from three-point range. Kevin Durant did not play because of a right knee injury. Earlier Saturday night, the New York Knicks over the Atlanta Hawks 113-102. Baseball Saturday night, the San Diego Padres defeated the Angels in Anaheim 4-1. The Padres' Mason Miller is 7th save already this season, extending his scoreless streak to 31 2/3 innings. Corbin Carroll's 8th inning grand slam propelled the Arizona Diamondbacks past the Toronto Blue Jays 6-2. Rockies over the Dodgers 4-3, breaking the Dodgers' 4-game winning streak. NFL Saturday, the New York Giants traded 3-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence to the Cincinnati Bengals for the 10th overall pick in the draft. I'm Isaac Lowenkron.
The Valley's AC, plumbing, and electrical experts. Call Parker.
Sunshine, clear skies at 96 degrees. We're looking at an overnight low into the low 70s at 70 degrees under clear skies. For the Fox 10 weather experts, I'm Ashley Loessa.
This report is sponsored by Superstar Car Wash.
Superstar Car Wash, the car wash with superpowers. Sign up for a free car wash today. That's right, totally free for a limited time. Because we love what makes you shine. See website for details.
Don McDowell Outdoor Radio is sponsored by Elevate Design Group. It's time for Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910. A show for the avid fisherman and hunter looking for tips from the pros. Now here's your host, a saltwater fisherman and the man that fears no fish. He's the Bass Daddy and a tournament pro, Don McDowell.
Hey, I want to welcome everybody to our Warrior Weekend here on Don McDowell Outdoor Radio, iHeartMedia, and Fox Sports. Thanks for playing along today. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. We've got Jesse back from Ukraine. You've heard him before. We've had a lot of fun with him. He's been very informative. We've got Brother Abe here from United States Army, these two Army guys, and then I want to introduce Brandon English in here from the United States Air Force. And Stacy has decided to dump us and go to North Dakota. Tyson is here pushing buttons. You're doing a fine job. I got to ask, where's your Suburban? Okay, we don't want to talk about the Suburban. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff to cover today. We'll be talking to Captain Bill Wilkerson on the Malahini and Horizon Sport Fishing. Before we get too far into this, we covered some stuff last weekend on offshore, the salty side of life. The update from the Old Glory, they just got back from a day-and-a-half trip with 21 anglers, and they boated limits of bluefin tuna. So had 21 anglers and a gob of bluefins up to 150 pounds. So it's time to start booking your trips for the summer season. But anyway, we'll get into that at 7:45. So back to you, JJ. Welcome back to the USA.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Always a pleasure, never a chore.
Absolutely. You know, Abe, I had to pick him up. He was hanging out at Burger King this morning.
Man's got to eat.
Oh, yeah. So we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. You know, there's a lot of stuff, we probably want to stay away from. But very quickly, what are your thoughts on the Strait of Hormuz? Are we going to go into another bombing campaign? We got to send the Coast Guard in to, yay, Coast Guard.
Well, I mean, first things first, the Arabian Gulf is over 6 feet deep, so I don't think the Coast Guard's really going to have much of a job. But
we like shallow water.
Yeah, definitely. When your ship sinks, you can walk off it right onto the beach.
Yeah. Come on, Brandon, bomb this guy. Jeez, here we go.
He's a GBU-12.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely think the air campaign is going to kick back in. So the Navy and Air Force are doing a great job of that. As far as actually really smart on Trump's part doing the blockade in a different area of actually blockading them is like a very savvy move. The other thing that, if you look at some of those heat maps on some of the news channels, you could see where there's a big cluster of ships over by Oman. And they've already...
You did some fishing there, did you not?
I did. Yeah, a couple of times. And they have a pipeline that goes through there from Dubai to Fujairah. Like, they've already prepared for this for a long time. So this, with the Iranians going, we're going to close the strait, it's like, fine, just drop it off at the pipeline in Dubai, move it over to the other side, pick it up. You know, so a lot of the stuff that you hear on the news is kind of manufactured crisis.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, the Emiratis and the Saudis are like really well prepared for it. So when I was working on their National Security Council, that was a very, very high priority agenda item. So, but we're still going to take the opportunity, I think, to, continue to bomb the piss out of the Iranians, and as we should. I mean, we've been fighting them since 1980, at least, and like in my family, my father was there in Beirut when they bombed the barracks. And then, of course, I've done my service in the military and all that, and we were fighting Iranians in Iraq. So, we've been in combat since my father was a young lieutenant.
What did you see in Ukraine from Iran?
Oh, the Shaheeds. I mean, the drone thing was, that's being able to carry that kind of a payload and everything else was a pretty interesting game changer in the beginning.
Interesting is an understatement.
Well, I mean, you could tell that they were getting pieces of technology and everything else. We were getting it too, and just watching like who adapted to it faster. And I'd say the Ukrainians gained the edge on that. But again, everything you deal with the Russians is, numbers. And, I think of it, the Russians are like an ink blot, or if you take a pen and you put it down on a piece of paper and you just let that ink run out on the paper, when it stops, it'll stop. And that's how the situation is with the Russians. They're just going to set the pen there until it runs out. So, all of that's pretty interesting stuff. But and a lot of the interesting things, too, where you could tell that the Russians were working off of Soviet maps, because there were buildings and things like that in between targets that they had no idea was there. And so a lot of those drones flew into stuff on the way to the target that they weren't even aware existed. So, the guidance portion of that had to be corrected. And in the beginning, it was used pretty much just for observation purposes. It wasn't so much killing people with said drone, but that's all changed.
Yep, it's a whole new battlefield. Abe, what about yourself? What would you do for the United States?
Well, I still work for the United States. I work for the Department of Labor, helping veterans get employment and opportunity. But when I was wearing the uniform, I was a combat engineer. Spent time in Iraq conducting route clearance missions. And even back in 2005, we were having problems with Iranians picking up different types of EFPs, detaining personnel that were non-indigenous to Iraq. So, I mean, this is ongoing conflict. And unfortunately, I know several people who have been wounded by this campaign of terror that the Iranians have been putting on for all these years. And watching the news now, it's long overdue. I think that the way the Army is going about it, the administration's being smart. We're not overcommitting, not trying to get in another 20-year war. I think it's nice to have at least somebody listening to all of us guys who were in the GWAT and understand what a mistake it would be to send ground forces in full scale and try to do try to implant democracy in an ancient civilization that doesn't really get down like that.
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, that just, what Abe just said, is a massive concept that's really, really hard for people to get their head around. And I saw it really hard in Ukraine, where it's like what you would think would be logical is not. And the further you get to the east, the more and more you start to take norms for granted that, we think, hey, we're offering you guys a chance to vote. Like, this is going to be great for you. That's not their culture.
No.
Yeah. I mean, so just, Abe's level of awareness like that with some of our, NCO leadership and company grade officer leadership, that was never there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Brandon, anything you can share from your experience in the Air Force, what you did for the U.S.?
Yes, sir. Well, I was a 2W1, so Aircraft Armament Systems, F-16. And it was pretty cool. Got a chance to see some pretty cool stuff. I was core stationed at Luke Air Force Base, and then went out to Kunsan Air Base, Korea. Went to Eglin after that, and then I got medically retired in 2015, and then I got on with Lockheed Martin as an instructor in Iraq. So I completely understand the Iranian situation, because out there when we were attacked, it was by Iranian-backed proxies. Very, very scary. Those guys going through that is, I can't even imagine. Like, it's terrifying. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But I do think this administration is doing something right, handling Iran, because we have been at war with them for the last 47 years, and people have forgotten that. So.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's hope it's over post-haste and with a favorable outcome. Interestingly enough, at our last Knights Templar meeting, I met one of our knights that served above on the USS Cole when it had a hole blown in it. So that, that's a whole nother story that goes back to the same conflict. So, okay, some of the things that you and I have talked about that didn't get us in trouble. You were hunting red stag in Poland.
Oh yeah, I've almost
fishing in the Gulf of Oman.
Yep, the Gulf of Oman. Yeah, all of that. I had to give up one of my passports because some of the leadership that I was for the Sheikh, what I was working for in the Emirates, they go over to Iran with eagles and hunt over there. So I got to train with the really high-end leadership of the Emirates, with them launching these eagles off of the back of a camel and then killing.
Here we go.
Yeah, killing small deer and mountain antelope and stuff like that, or goats. And that was pretty. That was
Tyson.
pretty.
We could use one of those.
Yeah, but
an attack eagle. Let's go.
A trained attack eagle. Yeah. So yeah, I've seen quite a bit of that, but yeah, deer season's getting ready to kick off in Poland again, and it's roe deer, and that's a great hunt. They've got bison over there that you can get a tag for.
Get out.
Yeah, I was shocked. Some fella came over from Poland in the late 1800s, and
that's the same guy here at Dalton at the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, and he brought him back, and they're doing really well in Poland. And
oh my God, I had no idea.
Me neither until I went there the first time. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the history there in Ukraine and in Poland with the Knights Templars is very rich.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The more you study it, the deeper I go anyway, at least. And
yeah, you can definitely tell with the Templar influence, the way the castles are set up and everything, and how they layered their defenses.
I'll tell you what, they were expert tacticians, those boys.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, they're responsible for waging the first jihad against the Muslims. And
yeah, that's
just say it's time to do it again.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the Polish flag, it's it's red on the bottom from the horses running over the enemy, and the white sky backed up by the snow.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, hold that thought. We're going to flip into a hard break here at Fox Sports 910. I'm here with my friend
Jesse.
Abe.
Brandon.
And Tyson. He doesn't have an attack eagle. He's got attack buzzards. Nice. We'll be right back.
From the mountains of Montana to the shores of Hawaii, this ain't your grandma's coffee talk. It's 406 Coffee and Chaos, where rifles roar, coffee pours, and aloha meets the wild western soul. We are slinging truth, gear, and attitude served with a side of mayhem. Grab a cup, brace yourself, and let the madness begin. 406 Coffee and Chaos brewed with aloha, seasoned in gunpowder, served up straight from the big sky. 406coffeeandchaos.com or on Facebook at 406 Coffee and Chaos.
In today's world, personal and family safety, home and business are at risk. Roll Shutter Systems Shutters protects your family, home, and business assets, providing security, privacy, weather protection, noise reduction, and all built for specific needs. Roll Shutter Systems is family owned and operated for 40 years and manufactured in Phoenix, Arizona. They ship and install throughout the USA, Canada, and Mexico. For your free estimate, click RollShutterSystemsUSA.com or call 623-869-7057.
It's time to join the Hell Pack. In 2025, Howl for Wildlife campaigns will inspire advocacy, influence decision makers, and build resistance to the constant attacks from the anti-hunting industry. Howl is committed to protecting hunting, angling, and trapping opportunities nationwide, and we invite you to join the Howl Pack. Howl for Wildlife is committed to winning. Visit howlforwildlife.org to learn more and join the pack.
Hey, I heard that. Did you? If you didn't, you can get the weekly e-news Heard That from the AZ Cattle Growers Association to be informed about Arizona cattle growers news in our great state. Learn about events happening each month, legislation roundups and cattle news range highlights, and the monthly recap and member highlights. Sign up for the newsletter by contacting the ACGA staff at 602-267-1129 and learn more about joining the ACGA or advertising in the weekly newsletter Heard That. ACGA 602-267-1129.
Arizona Catalog, the official magazine of the Arizona Cattle Growers Association monthly publication, provides essential updates on issues impacting the ranching industry in our great state and nationally. The Arizona Catalog provides industry news from the University of Arizona, National Cattlemen's Beef Association, the Arizona Farm Bureau, National and Arizona Department of Agriculture, and others. Timely notifications of legislation on local, state, and federal levels, as well as other issues that may affect the ranching community. Spotlight on rancher highlights, activities, events, and dialogue from our president, executive director. Board members fight the fight for you. Regular features include cattle growers reports, cattle comments, activities for kids, and animal health. The Arizona Catalog monthly magazine is created by ranchers for ranchers. Get your subscription today at azcattlegrowers.org or call 602-267-1129 and then ask how you can join the Arizona Cattle Growers Association. What's on your plate?
Got something to say?
Love you.
Well, just tap the red talkback mic on the free iHeartRadio app.
Let's go.
Requests, contests, or just to say hi.
Hey, this is Heather.
Get your voice on the air fast.
I got the windows rolled down, the moonroof open.
Open the iHeartRadio app and try it now.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a warehouse operations manager.
Where are the forklifts?
Sold them. Too expensive. We're using scooters now.
So you expect us to move a 2-ton pallet on a scooter?
Just lean into it. Put your back into it, people.
This is the job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
What if your soda actually did something for you? Introducing Sky Pop Protein Soda. Sky Pop Protein Soda has 10 grams of complete protein, 0 sugar, and real delicious soda taste. Sky Pop Protein Soda. Reach for the sky. Get your Sky Pop Protein Soda now at Target or Fry's.
This segment brought to you by Boyd's Gun Stocks, makers of the adjustable agility and at-one stock for your favorite long gun. Head to Boyd'sGunstocks.com for more details. Build with Boyd's. Show us your rack. How big is that elk, whitetail, moose, or mule deer? In the world of big game hunting, there's nothing better than having your rack on the wall and shown around the outdoor world. Head to huntingfishing.com and show us your rack. Now back to Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910.
All righty, we're back. We're having way too much fun during the break. Sorry about that. But you were talking about, actually you started picking on the Coast Guard. So
no. I
the,
mean, that's
the fish, the bison in Poland, I am stunned.
Yeah, no,
Seriously.
it's a real thing.
Now, did they try to interbreed them with regular cattle?
No. This guy went to the United States in the late 1800s, just ended up buying a bunch and bringing them back to Poland, and they just kind of thrived in there. I think it was probably the same kind of idea of bringing the wild boars to the United States, just kind of in reverse. And
They kind of backfired.
Yeah, that didn't go so well. But yeah, I mean, buffalo obviously have a different gestation.
Yeah, I recently got an invitation from my son to go to Oklahoma and hang out of a helicopter and dispatch feral hogs.
Oh yeah, anytime you get a
That's always
chance.
a
I'm
good
in.
time. That is always a great time.
Yeah,
I've never done that before.
Yeah, there's a group in Tigertown, Texas called Rattlesnake Hill, and they put you up in a lodge for 2 days, drive you around
At a
to all
place
the
called
different
what?
ranches and farms, and just it's called Rattlesnake Hill.
No. Oh, hell no.
No,
No, we don't go there.
no. We're
Don
not
doesn't
going
like
there.
snakes.
I'm sorry. It's just a name. There's no snakes.
Yeah, but they name things for a reason.
Yeah,
well,
like
when I was
Dead
there,
Man Wash.
Big Bear Creek.
Yeah. When I was there, I saw a bunch of hogs, no snakes.
You know, my friend Tyson invited me to go down into a mine the other day, and this guy pops up out of the mine and goes, "God dang, you know there's snakes down there?" I go, "No."
A lot of people don't know this, but Don's related to Indiana Jones.
The which?
I said Don's related to Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, totally.
He doesn't do snakes.
Indy.
No.
No.
Well, RC and I have a new deal. You know, we don't dodge the rattlesnakes. What we try to do is jump on them.
Oh,
interesting. It's a bold strategy.
Yeah. Well, I've got the boots for it. But what he hasn't figured out, he's got his combat boots, and when a snake bites you, they get hung up in that boot, and no matter how fast you run, you're not ditching that snake.
Well,
been there, done that, and it's not fun.
Yeah.
You know, Tyson teases me about my snake boots. He goes, "Look, oh man, I've seen that commercial, Puss in Boots." No.
Yeah.
So have you been hanging out with Tyson down at the ranch?
Have not went to the ranch, but we have done the monthly shooting competition. So that's.
Oh, he's had you down there?
Yeah, that's actually really fun.
You do the Bible and bourbon?
Staccato and day in defense.
Oh, staccato. I'm sorry. I'm underdressed for the day.
Brandon, you need to be
Step my
careful
game up.
hanging out with him.
Should've
You're
worn
going to
my
become a
suit,
redneck.
I shoot a
Just
peasant's
saying.
rifle.
I mean, you know, here's the deal. There's beef available at Fry's and Safeway and by Suburban. So, you know, he picks the Suburban.
I actually just saw that this morning. Good job, Tyson. Very good job.
Okay, so what does it take to get a hunting license to dispatch a bison? Actually, I don't want to say that.
Yeah.
It's a buffalo.
Yeah. So the buffaloes, it's an over-the-counter tag.
It is.
Yeah. And it's not like a once-in-a-lifetime thing, you know, like it is here in the United States.
Yeah, they got a scam going that on here. So.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at the way, I mean, Poland's just like kind of the Midwest, temperamentally, or you know, so like they just took to it, and there's no natural predators over there, so you know, they're kind of, you know, the top of the food chain, so you know, they're around.
Besides that, thanks for sharing that. The red stag is kind of a big deal.
Oh my gosh,
I just had my.
awesome.
I've not hunted them. My son went down to Mexico and dispatched a fairly large one, and he just shared some of the meat that he was able to bring back.
It's great. Yeah, it's like I mean, it's fabulous.
It's better.
Yeah.
But he had these snack sticks. Oh my God! You got to try it. I mean, this guy is like hot sauce 101. Okay, this stuff.
Yeah.
Take the gray out of concrete, man.
Well, I mean, it's funny because we'll go sit in their stands. They're like little huts, but they're super elevated. Like I'm talking like 40, 50 feet up. So you sit in a hut, and they'll have some kind of dried meat dish from like the stags from last year, or they do this really good wild boar meatball, and then they pickle them. And so you'll sit up there with this jar of pickled meatballs, picking off stags out of these stands. I've probably shot like 10 of them, maybe more. 10 bulls. I've shot a bunch of cows. And then, like I said, road deer's getting ready to kick off, I think in June. And those little fellows are fun to shoot as well, and they taste great. But that's a cool, like, doing it on a spit, like, not really a castle, but it's kind of like a palatial garden where we hang out, and they've got the old school spit on the fireplace.
Nice.
Smack one of those roe deer and then hook it up and tell lies and stuff.
What are we doing wrong, Abe?
I don't know, because
I can't even get a
cooked
damn
hot dogs
deer tag.
yesterday, so there's no spit in my backyard.
Yeah, there's no kielbasa over at
No.
McCann House.
I did burgers yesterday, so.
And they were a regular, probably American, right?
Yeah,
There's
just
no-
regular American.
No red stag mix.
Now, are you a
No
hunter,
Polish buffalo.
Brandon?
I'm not. I'm not. Sorry.
Well,
I failed you.
I failed you.
Well, deer season coming up. Are you guys putting in?
I plan on putting in. Now, whether I get drawn or not, it's a different story.
No, I tried to put in yesterday, and it's not open yet. So.
So when you're talking about that red stag over there, how would you say it tastes compared to like a good old mule deer?
Oh, it's like an elk. It's not like a deer.
It's better than elk.
Nice and lean like that too?
Oh, yeah, it's super
Extremely.
red.
It's super red.
dark. I'm red. I mean, it's...
And there's no like European wolves or bears over there that...
There are, and like if you go to Romania, they've got a really big bear season. I've seen some good-sized bears over there. But, yeah, Poland, like everything else, they've put the kibosh on that. Their game management is, like, super strong. And they're like,
Really?
hell, we killed all the wolves. We're not going to reintroduce them.
Good
Why are
deal.
they?
God love them.
Why would we do
I
that?
know Don loves them some wolves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Targets of opportunity, from what I hear.
Well, I mean, Poland's just fantastic all the way around. When you look at their politics, the religion, the culture, the horses. I mean, there's so many facets to that. And then you hear even liberal members of the Polish parliament get up and like, yeah, we killed all the wolves for a reason. Like, we're not going to bring them back and turn them loose. Like, that's
Thank you.
stupid.
Yeah, we need to introduce that school of thought in the United States.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's just very pragmatic, like common sense people.
we don't have those here.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you get all those jokes about Polish people being stupid. And it's like, no, it's like, you kind of need to like flip that mirror around.
Not gonna lie, Poland, I got a chance to stop in Warsaw.
What about lions and mountain lions, that kind of thing?
Really, the only scavenger game animal I've ever, oh, this is kind of funny too, is our foxes. I've never seen anything bigger than that.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, I mean, I've shot a ton of those. But then I got to go up to a national park and do a cull up there, and it was game warden came out. He went with us, and we had a bunch of species that we could take, and they let us spotlight to get the population counts down on stuff, and we picked everything up. And they've got a hare over there that has just got a fabulous looking pelt, and I was shooting Bauer 308, and I ended up shooting this rabbit in the head, and then took off after it. And the game warden, like, I mean, we're smoking like stag after stag after stag. I shoot this rabbit, and the game warden about lost his mind. He's like, "You cannot shoot rabbits in Poland." And I was like,
"What?"
It's like, we just killed like 10, 12 stags, you know? And the guy was just all panicked and, you know, very dramatic and everything. And I was like, it's a dang rabbit. I was like, I'd shoot these over at Anthem and then bring them back and grind them up and feed them to my dog. You know?
Oh, I bet the HOA's just loving you.
Oh, yeah. Well, my little kid's playhouse, I got the javelina skin tacked on it. You know, I'm salting it and everything.
So are you the guy we read about hanging a deer in the front yard at Anthem and skinning it?
No, I'm trained to be a little subtle. You know, I'm not in a Ranger battalion
Oh, yeah,
anymore.
you're real subtle. All right, we got to flip in our break. More with these guys when we come back. I'm Don McDowell on Fox Sports 910.
Thanks for calling Grand Avenue Mini Storage. We are located at 3636 West Grand Avenue. We have units ranging from 4 foot by 4 foot all the way up to a 20 by 20. Yes, sir. I do think the 4 foot by 4 foot will hold all of your IRS crashed hard drives. No, sir. I don't think the 20 by 20 will hold all the people the White House has thrown under the bus, but do have room for that bus. Grand Avenue Mini Storage. Call us at 602-246-0680. 602-246-0680.
The premier monthly print and online publication in the Southwest is celebrating their 10th year anniversary. Award-winning Arizona Boating and Water Sport and its sister publication, the Western Outdoor Times, cover current topics ranging from boating, camping, shooting, and water sports, fishing, wildlife, conservation, RVing, outdoor safety, and a complete schedule of community events. Arizona Boating and Water Sports and the Western Outdoor Times are free print publications available at over 500 locations and online. Sign up for yours at azbw.com and get the free weekly
weekly newsletter. For more information, contact Jim Allen at 480-947-6219 or email him at jim@azbw.com.
What? You missed again?
Yeah, but I looked cool doing it.
That's because you are holding an Atheros rifle. Sleek, reliable, and built to make you look like you meant to miss on purpose. Whether you're at the range or the end of the world, our rifles won't fail you. But we can't promise your aim won't. Under new ownership, quality rifles with the same deadly bite. Atheros Rifle Company. Because even your mother-in-law respects this kind of firepower. AtherosRifle.com. Or call us at 540-849-4674.
If you're a rancher, farmer, or involved in wildlife habitat enhancement, then you need to know Southwest Ranch Supply for your needs. Southwest Ranch Supply is a distributor for quality American-made products. Vertical and direct burial water tanks, Numex polypipe, RDF aluminum troughs and spring boxes, Rainmaker drinkers, Western clay bentonite and pond seal, Redmond agricultural salt and minerals in bulk or block, solar well conversion, panels, pumps, and structural panel supports. Contact us at southwestranchsupply.com or 623-221-7655 for your free project survey and estimate to stretch your project budget and ensure you have the right products for your projects. We run full truckloads, split truckloads, and deliver direct to your allotment. Southwest Ranch Supply is your partner in conservation. 623-221-7655. Again, contact us at southwestranchsupply.com or 623-221-7655. Southwest Ranch Supply, proud member of the Arizona Cattle Growers Association.
Hi, I'm Brandon Raffy. Looking for the best accident attorney in Arizona? Then call Raffy. We've been trusted to help thousands of Arizonans. And with years of experience, the first call you should make should be to Raffy Law Group. Call Raffy.
Call Raffy, Raffy. Raffy, Raffy. Call Raffy, Raffy.
For more information about contests on this station, go to foxsports910.com/rules.
Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
$3,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for buying gas. Earn cash back with Upside just by filling up your tank. Download Upside now and start earning easy cash back. The more you use Upside, the more you get. Use promo code WORTH to get an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code WORTH for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Back to Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910 and always on our free iHeartRadio app. Here's the Bass Daddy and Tournament Pro, Don McDowell.
Alrighty, we're back. Every time I talk to you, I learn so much more about Ukraine and Poland. It's Ukraine and Poland both on my bucket list for various reasons. One, the Knights Templar. Our priority is still supporting folks over in Ukraine. We just sent medical stuff items over there to frontline medics, and then Brother Tate is supporting what started out to be one orphanage, but they've combined two orphanages. Now we have twice as many orphans to deal with, and he's going over in September. I have an invitation to tag along, but we'll see. So, anyway, it's a lot of history over there. What are your thoughts on putting in for deer this year? What area are you looking at?
Well, I was kind of hoping to do a nostalgia hunt this year. One of my good memories of my father was we went deer hunting up by Bloody Basin one year, and we got absolutely nothing, but it was like the best time I ever had. And so a couple of weeks back, I was up in that area coyote hunting, saw more deer than I did coyote, which was kind of funny to me. I guess I'm a really good coyote hunter. So I was thinking about putting it up there this year. Should be pretty decent. It'll be warm, of course, but.
Yeah, RC was just up there monkeying around and saw quite a few deer.
Yeah, we were up there, and then we took a side quest down to Sheep's Bridge to show my buddy. He'd never been there before. And it's two things, man. First of all, that road got really bad, which I was surprised because I never remember it being that bad. And the second thing was I was surprised how many people were down on the river that day. It was pretty packed. But yeah, it's a good trip.
Well, there's a good population of lions up there. Tyson, have you had any recent lion issues?
Not in the last 3 weeks.
I mean, it's just ongoing?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ongoing.
We need to get down there.
I haven't seen any lions, but I did see in the news yesterday that down near the Catalina Mountains there was a jaguar sighting again.
Stop it.
Those game and fish people put out their camera and they got him on.
I wish they'd quit that.
I think his name's Cinco is his name. They've been tracking him. He looks like he's alive.
What's his
and well.
name?
Cinco. That's Spanish, Don. It means 5.
Yeah, not 6 foot, but 5 feet. The number of counting shall be 5. Not 4 or
He looks
3.
like he's doing well, though.
Yeah.
Real healthy.
Well, I want to go down the road Cuatro Cinco.
Okay.
But we better not. Yeah, I kind of wish they'd stop that. We've had Macho B, and that was a big fiasco. And these Jags, they come and go. They can sneak across the border looking for girlfriends. They don't find a girlfriend, so they go back.
Yeah, they had done some research and they had surveyed the land and they were talking about
Stop it, JJ.
water resources and game, and so they kind of predicted where he would come this year, and they were very excited because they actually got him on a game cam.
Those people need to get a life. I'm telling you. Personally, I'm sick and tired of the left and their greenyism.
Well, I'm sure Cinco appreciates the notoriety.
Well, whatever. Okay. Yeah.
Got him mad now.
Wow.
No, man, I don't want to get on my soapbox. Jaguars, wolves, horses, no.
Don't forget the donkeys.
I just talked to our friend Troy was out there. He was rounding up 1,500.
Oh, 1,500? Wow.
Yeah. It started out supposed to be 2,000, and for some reason 500 got dropped. I don't know what the deal was.
Yeah, you need something belt fed for that kind of volume.
Belt fed?
Yeah, a piece of high ground with a tripod and something
of
belt
course.
fed. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If anybody's got a problem, you can reach him at 602.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about it. Yeah, that's a hell of an issue. US-wide, there's in round numbers, $100 million a year wasted on taking care of those guys. And
Don't tell Pete Hegseth that, because then we're going to get some kind of campaign against Burroughs down here. They'll be hitting him with J-dams and all kinds of other stuff.
I like your thinking on that.
Yeah.
You just got to rename the boroughs, They just got to rename them, give them
They
something.
call them burritos in Mexico for a reason. I'm just saying.
Just saying, huh?
Yeah, you're right. It's all about the optics of the
Yeah,
campaign.
I mean,
We just
they're,
gotta-
they're boroughs. If you just renamed them like jihadis, they'd be done.
Yeah.
Be over.
Yeah. That's
Well, you tell the Democrats that Trump loves the donkeys.
Oh, they're over.
There
It's
you
over.
go.
with
Yeah,
them.
they'll come
Well,
up with something.
It's over with them.
Yeah. Okay, we got a few minutes. Brandon, I want to go down the crypto
No.
road for you for a minute. I understand. I don't know anything about it. I've got 3, and they're tumbling around someplace. And
Got it.
yeah, but Tyson tells me, and he's an authority that I listen to, but he says you're an authority that I should listen to.
Thank you, Tyson. Thank you. Like I said, I actually got into crypto when I was instructing overseas. So every 4 months, I had to leave the country for tax purposes. So I would fly from my base to Baghdad International
Okay,
Airport.
excuse me, is that when you were
With
attached
Lockheed.
to Lockheed?
Yes, with Lockheed. So I would fly from my base to Baghdad International Airport, and so like every 4 months you have about a 2.5 to 3 week R&R. So I'll fly from my base to Baghdad, Baghdad to Dubai, Dubai to wherever I want to go for 2-3 weeks. So I will start my vacation on like a Wednesday or Thursday, and once I'm in Dubai, when I'm in Baghdad, I have no cash because since I'm a contractor, there's no military support. It's all civilians at the base that I'm at. So Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, 7 in the morning, I'm hungry, I'm at the airport, have no cash, use my debit card. Well, what do you think the banks did when they saw a transaction from Baghdad International Airport? I'm from Arizona. So now imagine you're in Baghdad International Airport with no access to your cash. So most people are like, well, I'll just log onto the internet and access my bank account. Well, would you access Baghdad International Wi-Fi to access your bank account? Probably not. And when me and my coworkers, my friends, we all had the same problem. And one time I was in Dubai, and I found out in Dubai they use crypto, the same way we use a debit card. So you can actually Google, can you buy goods in Dubai with crypto? You could buy everything. So I was like, why are they saying in the world's most richest country, most richest city, that I can use this digital asset to buy things, but when I come to America, everyone laughs at it? Let me start going down.
No, I mean, that's how we do most of our transactions with the intelligence.
Exactly. So I started going down the rabbit hole, and I was like, oh, you have the laws. And once I figured that out, I started going to D.C. I go to D.C. every year. I was actually just in D.C. Shout out to the Digital Chamber and Cody Carbone. Amazing. They work with the White House and the Capitol and to help draft the laws for cryptocurrency and AI. I started listening to some crypto influencers, particularly Brad Kimes of Digital Perspectives. Amazing. Brad is awesome. Also, we're having XRP Las Vegas, April 30th to May 1st.
Now, what's that all about?
So that's the world's largest XRP conference. It's hosted by Brad Kimes. It's amazing, man. Crypto reminds me of the internet when the internet first came out. Like, I have a saying. People say, well, I don't understand Bitcoin, I don't understand Ethereum. I tell them, think of it this way. What did the internet do? The internet opened our eyes to the digital information age. What is crypto doing? Opening our eyes to digital finance. Well, the internet started with AOL. AOL was a very basic algorithm. It was amazing to have AOL because when I had to do my book reports, instead of me going to the library using a Dewey Decimal System, everyone remembers that, I can now log on to the internet at home and get that same information, and it was updated.
Yeah.
Cool. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a basic algorithm, store of value. It's opening people's eyes up to finance. After AOL, you had Yahoo.
How soon before we become digital 100%?
According to the SEC, Security Exchange Commission, the OCC, CFTC, and our good friend Larry Fink of BlackRock, it's going to be very soon. It's going to be very, very soon.
Yeah.
Very, very soon.
All right, we got to flip into a break. Thank you for that. I want to go down that rabbit hole with you.
Yes, sir.
Off air. So, my big takeaway for you, sir, is you need to get the same travel agent that he uses. Get 2 weeks off every 4 weeks. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I have a very healthy work-life balance.
Yeah. All right, we got to flip into a break. When we come back, we're going to try to make contact and communicate with Captain Bill Wilkerson aboard the Malahini. I'm Don McDowell, Fox Sports 910.
If you're new in the Valley, fish or don't know where or how to, contact the Goodyear Bass Club, sanctioned by BASS. The Goodyear Bass Club is a teaching club with boater and non-boater slots open. Enjoy the benefits of BASS, the Arizona Bass Federation Nation, and meet some awesome anglers. For more information, call Mike Hofforth, 623-229-4650, or check him out online, ArizonaBassNation.com. Hey, let's go fishing.
Bass is king.
It's time to join the Howl Pack. In 2025, Howl for Wildlife campaigns will inspire advocacy, influence decision makers, and build resistance to the constant attacks from the anti-hunting industry. Howl is committed to protecting hunting, angling, and trapping opportunities nationwide, and we invite you to join the Howl Pack. Howl for Wildlife is committed to winning. Visit howlforwildlife.org to learn more and join the pack.
Arizona Catalog, the official magazine of the Arizona Cattle Growers Association monthly publication, provides essential updates on issues impacting the ranching industry in our great state and nationally. The Arizona Catalog provides industry news from the University of Arizona, National Cattlemen's Beef Association, the Arizona Farm Bureau, National and Arizona Department of Agriculture, and others. Timely notifications of legislation on local, state, and federal levels, as well as other issues that may affect the ranching community. Spotlight on rancher highlights, activities, events, and dialogue from our president, executive director. Board members fight the fight for you. Regular features include cattle growers reports, cattle comments, activities for kids, and animal health. The Arizona Catalog monthly magazine is created by ranchers for ranchers. Get your subscription today at azcattlegrowers.org. or call 602-267-1129 and then ask how you can join the Arizona Cattle Growers Association. What's on your plate?
In today's world, personal and family safety, home and business are at risk. Roll Shutter Systems Shutters protects your family, home, and business assets, providing security, privacy, weather protection, noise reduction, and all built for specific needs. Roll Shutter Systems is family owned and operated for 40 years and manufactured in Phoenix, Arizona. They ship and install throughout the USA, Canada, and Mexico. For your free estimate, click rollshuttersystemsusa.com or call 623-869-7057.
From the mountains of Montana to the shores of Hawaii, this ain't your grandma's coffee talk. Welcome to 406 Coffee and Chaos, where Big Sky Grit meets Island Aloha, and things get wild fast. We talk rifles, outdoors, politics, and life. No filters, just full send. 1 minute, it's elk hunting. The next is spam, moose bee, and suppressors. Brew a strong... Madness. This is 406 Coffee, and your tutu gets chicken skin. Born in Big Sky Country, raised with aloha. Whether you're hunting mule deer or chasing pigs in the jungle, shoot straight, stay humble. M406RHH.com or call 406-266-1923.
It's demo days at Tractor Supply. Come test drive our biggest, most powerful mower lineup ever. Front engine and zero turns that make short work of any yard. From Bad Boy, Cub Cadet, and Toro. Drive and compare them on our obstacle course. Plus, get everyday flexible financing with a TSC credit card and expert help choosing the best mower for you. Don't miss demo days at Tractor Supply. Saturday and Sunday, April 25th and 26th from 10 to 4.
What if your soda actually did something for you? Introducing Sky Pop Protein Soda. Sky Pop Protein Soda has 10 grams of complete protein, zero sugar, and real delicious soda taste. Sky Pop Protein Soda. Reach for the sky. Get your Sky Pop Protein Soda now at Target or Fry's.
Springfest is on at Lowe's. Get ready to host with $50 off select Cobalt 24-volt blower kit. Plus, save $150 on a Blackstone 30-inch two-burner griddle. Valid through 4/13 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
If you love the outdoors, make sure you sign up for the weekly hunting fishing newsletter to stay up to date with the latest outdoorsman news across the nation. Sign up today at huntingfishing.com. Now back to Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910.
All righty, we're back. Thanks for hanging with us. We've got JJ, Abe, and Brandon and Tyson in studio. We're trying to make contact with Captain Bill, owner-operator of Malahini Sport Fishing, Horizon Sport Fishing, and they are right in the middle of starting day at the docks at H&M Landing over on Scott Street. That's their big annual show us what you got sidewalk. They open up the docks, open up the boats, everything's spit shined, and it's a good day. Food vendors, all you can think about is there.
It's just like the Air Force, like Friday, or is this?
Yeah, that's it.
I see the Air Force.
It's kind of an Air Force thing, but it's Coast Guard.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a big Coast Guard influence. Unlike the Air Force, the Coast Guard will do a vessel examination.
Everybody wants to laugh at the Air Force until you need close air support. I'll just say that.
Then you just call Apache gun ships.
Yeah, and that's that's where the 160th comes in.
Okay.
Maybe you've heard of them.
Have a joke.
They were the ones in the Little Birds that just picked up that F-15 weapons officer.
Yeah, I think the Air Force was busy building a golf course for their next base.
Of course.
They do that before they put the airstrip in.
Again, you guys are getting upset at us because we have standards.
In room service.
High standards.
Don't come in here and
I don't
look down on
understand
us with your standards.
Oh my gosh. Well, there's a lot to be said, about the Air Force. I kind of got a kick out of the, every other year they're going to decommission the A-10 Warthogs.
Don't do that.
And then they come back and it's like, what are we up to, Gen 6 now?
Yeah, don't leave
Those
leave
things
the
lost.
hog alone.
Well, I mean, if you think grunts are angry just now, like the 13 series, 11 series guys, and then Marines just by nature being crane eaters, like if you take away the A-10 from that group of people, like they're going to just be even more pissed off than they already are. It's like, we love that aircraft.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
that gun is amazing.
It's
I had to kind of giggle because there was a big news release. They were hunting the Iranian IRCG fast attack boats with that and the Apaches. And, you and I were talking about it this morning. Trump comes, we've eliminated their Navy and their Air Force and this, that, and the other thing. Well, then yesterday he goes, I forgot to tell you, they've got over 3,000 fast attack boats heading out someplace. I says, okay, so where are the A-10s?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Coast Guard hasn't been able to wrap its head around dealing with a bunch of rednecks with those, fan boats. That's kind of what you could equate
the Bobby Boucher boats.
Yeah, there you go.
Florida
Bobby
man.
Boucher, yeah. So, I mean, if Coasties can't get their head around Florida man, then, there's no way that we're ever going to be able to stand up.
You ought to see the Coast
3,000
Guard in
Marines.
Louisiana Delta. They're like,
How does the Coast Guard even get over there?
we are everywhere. Don't even start that.
I mean, I'll just.
Oh, that was perfect.
I was just thinking about logistics and stuff.
We got them in Oman Gulf.
What coast do they follow?
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
Are they allowed to leave the coast?
I don't know.
Stop it. It's a long way around.
I mean, just the radio itself, with it being coast to coast, like we're way outside of the spectrum of Coast Guard capability.
Like if an iceberg came up, will they get confused? It's like, am I protecting the coast of this iceberg?
They'll do a couple of laps.
Yeah, like, I don't really know what's going on.
Cool down and think about this.
Help me.
I heard they got
SOS.
delayed one time around a trash flotilla.
Yeah.
The Pacific. They thought it was an island.
Probably sent out the Morse code and stuff.
I mean, that Air Force has got to look at
you
that.
guys,
Like
I am not giving you a whistle today. That's it.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, the way that the Air Force and how professionally it does its job, and it's been highlighted in Iran, is got to be the way the Air Force looks at civil air patrol. And so that's like the Navy Coast Guard relationship in my head. They're just like
Probably similar, right?
Yeah.
I
You got a
think
Piper Cub?
I think it, or like say like the Navy's the NBA and the Coast Guard is the like G League maybe.
I heard the Coast Guard has like machine guns. Did you know that?
What's that?
The Coast Guard had machine guns on them.
Rebecca, don't we have to go to a break.
Yeah, they had
These
some
guys are just
240
pounding
barrels on
me.
the front. They can shoot stuff.
I thought they
240.
still had those cannons, from the pirate ship.
No, yeah.
T-shirt
Speaking
cannons.
of, yeah.
Just think about you hit it right there. The Coast Guard, pirate ships.
Arr.
Yeah.
That's their motto.
Blackbeard over here is getting woke up.
Well, the one things the Russians have done that I happen to agree with, just one thing.
What, put their fleet in the harbor?
No.
Made it easy to blow up.
No. They've got a big attack boat off of the coast of Somalia, and for $10,000 you get to go on the boat for 2 days and shoot Somali pirates.
No.
I'm thinking, wow,
That's
what a vacation. No,
man, that's horrendous.
Yeah, that's sad.
no.
Don, we don't condone such violence.
Well, for us to
Unless
go-
you're in international waters.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a real thing, though. They have like yachts. They put you up on the yacht.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and like the Russians are so deranged as a group of people. Like I read one of these guys talking about taking his son out to do that. It was like a hunting bonding experience like Abe was talking about with his dad, and that's the way they equated it. I almost threw up in my mouth. I mean, they're Slavs, they're Mongols.
Yeah.
They have no values as human beings. They're communists.
Once again, that's Jesse at jessejohnson.com.
I've heard that name.
They know who I am. That's why I carry so many cell phones.
That's why we have elevated security today.
Yeah, I mean,
and for the next week, I'm not facing forward. I'm looking backwards.
Yeah.
See what's coming at us.
That's why our unit symbol's an owl, because you got to keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah, roger that.
But
yeah. I actually see no reason to travel clear halfway around the world to get the Somalis. I mean, we got them in Minnesota.
Oh, man.
In fact, we got them here. Okay, we got to flip into.
Isn't Minnesota like the land of 1,000 lakes?
No.
10,000 lakes.
Coast Guard should be all over that.
Yeah,
place.
Coast Guard's got to be.
We can't go down that road. We got to go to our break. Get us out of here, Rebecca.
Isn't one of the Great Lakes up there?
Yeah, great.
Yeah, we got Coast Guard up there.
Oh, wow.
Biological warfare for coasties is give you fucking scurvy.
Don McDowell Outdoor Radio has been sponsored by Elevate Design Group.
If you're a rancher, farmer, or involved in wildlife habitat enhancement, then you need to know Southwest Ranch Supply for your needs. Southwest Ranch Supply is a distributor for quality American-made products. Vertical and direct burial water tanks, Numex polypipe, RDF aluminum troughs and spring boxes, Rainmaker drinkers, Western clay bentonite and pond seal, Redmond agricultural salt and minerals in bulk or block, solar well conversion, panels, pumps, and structural panel supports. Contact us at southwestranchsupply.com or 623-221-7655 for your free project survey and estimate to stretch your project budget and ensure you have the right products for your projects. We run full truckloads, split truckloads, and deliver direct to your allotment. Southwest Ranch Supply is your partner in conservation. 623-221-7655. Again, contact us at southwestranchsupply.com or 623-221-7655. Southwest Ranch Supply, proud member of the Arizona Cattle Growers Association.
Staples presents Celebrations Made Easy.
I was throwing a party for the twins and had custom invites and a banner printed at Staples. And that's when I saw Party City is now at Staples.
Party City? No way!
Yep. So now Staples has all your printing needs and everything you need for a party.
Everything times 2.
Yeah, and now at Staples, save 40% on custom cards, photo gifts, wrapping paper, banners, and more.
Big news! Party City is now at Staples.
That was easy.
Shop Staples in-store, online, or on the app. In 613, exclusions apply.
You love your land. During Kubota Orange Days, you'll love all the great deals. With versatile compact tractors, professional grade mowers, and durable utility vehicles, Kubota equipment can help you turn dream projects into reality. Kubota Orange Days is here, and so are the best deals of the year. Now through June 30th, get select compact tractors with 0% financing available or save up to $5,500. Sale ends soon. Go to KubotaOrangeDays.com or stop by your local dealer for more information.
Progressive knows life takes you in many directions.
Bear right at exit 32, then begin to wonder why you never bought a fish tank. In 1.3 miles, you'll realize you've been mispronouncing epitome your whole life. At the roundabout, you will remember you said something at dinner you wish you hadn't, and will think about it for decades. You have arrived at your destination, but it turns out there really is no destination, and life just keeps going.
Wherever life takes you, protect your home and auto with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
From the Raffy Law Group Accident Attorney Studio.
Call Raffy.
KGME Phoenix, KESZ HD3 Phoenix. Guaranteed human.
It's not just a radio app. It's what's happening right now.
It's on.
On the iHeartRadio app, you're not just listening. You're in it. You better believe it. From breaking news to what's happening in your community.
Local, national, and world.
Live moments.
New development.
Real voices.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest.
Amazing prizes. Plus, talk to your favorite hosts using the TalkBack mic.
I have loved always hearing you guys.
This is where culture comes alive.
I listen everywhere on the app.
Download the iHeartRadio app today.
Parker & Sons, the Valley's AC, plumbing, and electrical experts. Call Parker.
Sunshine, clear skies at 96 degrees. We're looking at an overnight low into the low 70s at 70 degrees under clear skies. For the Foxton Weather Experts, I'm Ashley Loessa.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's new Biggie Deals.
Choose one of Wendy's new Biggie Deals. At $4, $6, and $8, pick one of the new Biggie Deals you're craving. For a pretty Biggie deal, gotta be Wendy's. U.S. price and participation may vary.
Don McDowell Outdoor Radio is sponsored by Southwest Ranch Supply. It's time for Coffee and Chaos with the guys from the 406 Rifle Company, Captain Chemo and Sheriff Wynn.
Alrighty, we're back. We're trying to make contact with Captain Chemo. We'll talk a little bit about the 808 Rifle Company, formerly the 406. So we'll keep trying. So anyway, while we're doing that, since we didn't have Captain Bill, the fish count is really good right now. The yellowtail are starting to chew on baits. Last year and the year before and the year before, they were really late coming in. We didn't see any yellowtail until post-May last year to speak of. So the Friday, the Grande was out, full day at the Coronado. They had 18 anglers, 53 yellowtail boated. The Premiers, we're not going to talk about them. They're running half-day AM and PM trips. Yesterday, the Grande was back out at the islands. They had 39 anglers, 16 yellowtail, 1 sand bass, 1 lingcod, and 1 rockfish. Malahini, conversely, they had a 3/4 day, probably maybe at the islands, it's hard to tell. 26 anglers. They had 205 rockfish and 2 red rockfish, which is really, really good table fare. And as I mentioned before, the huge update is on the Old Glory, formerly known as the Cherokee Geisha. They caught limits of bluefin tuna on a day and a half trip with 21 anglers. The Old Glory is currently running day and a half trips through April 24th. That said, today is day at the docks at H&M Landing in downtown San Diego, right off Scott Street. So if you happen to be there, go check it out. So I'm getting a finger from the board operator that we have Captain Chemo. What's happening, brother?
Hello, Don. How's it going?
Well, we're having fun in here with the, we're kind of having a warrior weekend. You fit right in. So, okay, we've got the Army, almost called him Coast Guard, but he gets excited about that. Actually, it was the Air Force, and now we have you representing the USMC, Captain Bill, former USMC himself. So, welcome. You're in good company.
Outstanding. So we got the Marine Corps, the Chair Force, Coast Guard.
Yo, where's all this hate coming from? I don't understand.
Yeah, he's going to come right to the microphone.
It's not hate, brother. I promise you. I love me some Air Force.
We love y'all too.
All right. Well, yeah.
You were going to say something. I saw.
I was raised by 2 Marine officers, so I've got plenty of Marine jokes.
Okay,
but
so
yeah, I'm just trying to bite my tongue right now.
All right, Captain, what's going on?
Don't bite the fight. Oh, not much. We're just, busy week trying to wrap up a bunch of stuff with the new Kanakakoa Rifle Company. Just trying to get some stuff squared away in Hawaii. You know how hard it is to deal with state of Hawaii and their nonsense with gun rules and laws, and it's moving along well, man. We already got quite a few different companies and 3-letter identifiers that want rifles from Kanakakoa. It's going well, man. I just got to finish getting this last bit squared away with state license and our Type 7 license. It'll be hitting pretty good.
Okay. Tell me what's happening with Coffee and Chaos. We're bringing on a new celebrity, so to speak.
Yes. So Coffee and Chaos, 406 Coffee and Chaos. You know, we started just over a year ago. Myself and Sheriff Wynn. Sheriff Wynn has been super busy and, you know, hasn't been able to be part of it for the past, you know, what was it, 4 to 6 months. To keep 406 Coffee and Chaos going, we're bringing on Don Burns, another Marine, weapons expert, gunsmith. He also works for Kanakakoa. And we're gonna keep 406 Coffee and Chaos going long and strong. He's a big supporter. You know, he's a wounded warrior himself. So we're going to implement that into the 406 Coffee and Chaos and into this show. So yeah, we should have our new titles for the new show. Hopefully later on this week we'll get it to you and we'll go from there and hopefully start doing the new 406 Coffee and Chaos on your show.
Okay, let me ask you this. You're going to keep it 406 or you're going to go 808?
That's what needs to be discussed since, you know, the Montana 406 rifle is still good. So we're, you know, I'm not going to, you know, do anything with that. We'll just have to figure that out between myself, you and Don, and something clever.
Okay, let's try to have a call Monday afternoon if we can. That'll give me some production time here at the studio at iHeart and make whatever changes you want. They're going to pull some ads. We need to get some new stuff up. We need to get Don in the studio, get him introduced to everybody.
Yeah, sounds great.
We're just out of curiosity. I haven't spoken with him. One time I did, but where did he do his service? Did he say?
Most of his is out of, I believe, North Carolina, San Diego area.
San Diego.
He's got a couple of deployments, a couple of West Packs himself, so.
Okay, well, that's a story for another time. All right, so what else is happening? What are you building right now? Anything special?
I'm still working on them custom SBRs that we're building for a 3-letter identifier. Some modifications to those.
Is that the 9mm?
Yes, that's the one that we brought into the show. We did live on the show.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the little olive grab color one. Yeah. Working on some modifications on that. We're working on we're still working on the 7 mag on the AR platform. That's about it for right this minute, given everything that's been going on.
That 7 mag, is that going to be semi-auto or bolt action?
It's going to be semi on the AR platform.
Ooh. Wow. That's going to be pretty interesting, JJ.
Yeah.
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 So we had some issues with the lower with heat, so just making some changes to accommodate for it, and once that's squared away, hopefully it was supposed to be a demo at SHOT Show this past times, but with the issues, I didn't feel it was comfortable to do it and put it on display. I didn't want to display something that's not available or ready to be developed and shown to the public. So till it's solid and tried and true, I don't want to put it out there. I don't mind talking about it, but because it's still being developed, but don't want to display something that I can't.
Okay, and of course my 30-06 on an AR platform with a lever action is still in research and development.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, just for you, Don.
Yeah.
Just for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have the right grain weight with the .6 to kill something the size of flipper, you know. So, I mean, think of the best Dolphin cartridge you could find to get that flipper on the boat. What is that? We're not in the trust tree?
Brandon, can you
we're
call
not in the
him
nest?
Get an airstrike?
Yeah, an airstrike. Mm-hmm. Well, no, I mean, why? You could take, you know, one of Chaos's rifles and, you know, just go fishing.
Yeah.
It's all about opportunity for all, right?
Oh my God, Kimo, you ought to be in studio. You would round out this crowd for sure.
It sounds like an awesome crowd. Sounds like it.
Great guys. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I did have some feedback. We got to talking about fishing off of Maui, and one of the listeners happened to be on one of the boats, the Swift boat we talked about, and recommend that very highly. So it was pretty pricey, but overall it was a good experience.
Yeah, fishing there can get very pricey, but again, hang out with some locals, it really just changes that whole thing. The goal is to get our own boat down in Kenai and start bringing friends and family and just go have a good time. And
well, this was
cut that down real quick.
Yeah, this was American entrepreneurs that somehow got a 42-footer over there. And they were getting like $4,600 a person. I mean, that's pretty steep. But.
Yeah. Absolutely. We got to get you out there, Don.
I am ready. I am absolutely ready. I think we should open up a Coast Guard chapter over there in Maui. So, because I'm sure they're not doing vessel inspections on their canoes.
No. Nope.
Just
they sure not.
Just saying. All right, what else is shaking?
That's about it. Just got some family in town. We're going to go start the morning, go get some breakfast, and head up to town with the family.
So what are you saying? There's a Waffle House involved?
Negative, sir. Negative.
He's not in Georgia, man.
I don't know what it is with people at Waffle House, but I can't.
Your family cannot be that intoxicated this early.
I feel personally attacked
that's
right
the
now.
thing. Waffle House intoxicated 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Right.
It's a waffle home. It's a waffle home.
It takes a village.
It's a family atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Kimo. Well,
and a family hanging out in an urban tactical setting at Waffle House. I like that.
That's perfect. I mean, every time I've been arrested in Alabama, I was inside a Waffle House trying to get some pork chops and eggs. At 2 a.m. Yeah, I never started. It was always one of my friends.
Tyson Wire over here.
Jesse, you never do.
Well, no, I mean, Marines run out of crayons and then they start throwing fits.
Yeah.
Okay.
I lost some aqua blue.
Okay, Kimo. Keep a lid on your crayon box, I guess.
I'm an officer. We eat markers.
Okay. All right. Roger that. All right. You have a good weekend. We'll talk Monday afternoon.
Rob.
Yes, sir. It was a pleasure talking to you, gentlemen.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Thank you so much for your input. Appreciate it. All right. There's Captain Chaos. We're going to make some changes on that apparently. So bringing in a new soldier. Supposed to be a pretty damn good gunsmith from what I understand. That's the guy I recommended to you. So anyway, we got to flip into our break. When we come back, we'll be talking to Chris Rich, just back from Cuba. Let's see how that turned out for him. I'm Don McDowell. This is Fox Sports 910. We'll be back.
From the mountains of Montana to the shores of Hawaii, this ain't your grandma's coffee talk. It's 406 Coffee and Chaos, where rifles roar, coffee pours, and aloha meets the wild western soul. We are slinging truth, gear, and attitude served with a side of mayhem. Grab a cup, brace yourself, and let the madness begin. 406 Coffee and Chaos brewed with aloha, seasoned in gunpowder, served up straight from the big sky. 406coffeeandchaos.com or on Facebook at 406 Coffee and Chaos.
Here is a great way to help Arizona's wildlife conservation efforts. Put an AZ Wildlife Conservation license plate on your car, truck, or RV and show the world you care. When you do, you are contributing to the AZ Wildlife Conservation Fund, which manages grants for habitat improvements and hunter-angler recruitment. Simply go online to servicearizona.com and select the AZ Wildlife Conservation plate for your license plate renewal. Show the world you care.
In today's world, personal and family safety, home and business are at risk. Roll Shutter Systems Shutters protects your family, home, and business assets, providing security, privacy, weather protection, noise reduction, and all built for specific needs. Roll Shutter Systems is family owned and operated for 40 years and manufactured in Phoenix, Arizona. They ship and install throughout the USA, Canada, and Mexico. For your free estimate, click rollshuttersystemsusa.com or call 623-869-7057.
Arizona Catalog, the official magazine of the Arizona Cattle Growers Association monthly publication, provides essential updates on issues impacting the ranching industry in our great state and nationally. The Arizona Catalog provides industry news from the University of Arizona, National Cattlemen's Beef Association, the Arizona Farm Bureau, National and Arizona Department of Agriculture, and others. Timely notifications of legislation on local, state, and federal levels, as well as other issues that may affect the ranching community. Spotlight on rancher highlights, activities, events, and dialogue from our president, executive director. Board members fight the fight for you. Regular features include cattle growers reports, cattle comments, activities for kids, and animal health. The Arizona Catalog monthly magazine is created by ranchers for ranchers. Get your subscription today at azcattlegrowers.org or call 602-267-1129 and then ask how you can join the Arizona Cattle Growers Association. What's on your plate?
I'm Officer Kenny D. with the Arizona Game and Fish Department's Operation Game Thief program. The bad boys that poach the animals that are displayed in this trailer thought they could get away with it. They killed the animals and took them home and they thought they were safe. But these criminals forgot one thing. We make house calls.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/beat. That's ethos.com/beat.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
What if your soda actually did something for you? Introducing Sky Pop Protein Soda. Sky Pop Protein Soda has 10 grams of complete protein, 0 sugar, and real delicious soda taste. Sky Pop Protein Soda. Reach for the sky. Get your Sky Pop Protein Soda now at Target or Fry's.
This segment brought to you by Boyd's Gun Stocks, makers of the adjustable agility and at-one stock for your favorite long gun. Head to Boyd'sGunstocks.com for more details. Build with Boyd's. Show us your rack. How big is that elk, whitetail, moose, or mule deer? In the world of big game hunting, there's nothing better than having your rack on the wall and shown around the outdoor world. Head to huntingfishing.com and show us your rack. Now back to Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910.
Okay, moving ahead. We've been all over the planet. We're going to talk to our friend Chris Rich back from Cuba. Are you still in Cuba or are you back in the USA?
I'm back in the USA. Got back last night about midnight.
Oh my goodness! All right, so we've got Army, Air Force here. What can you tell us about Cuba?
We had some concerns going down there. Honestly, they get most of their I think they might get all their fuel from Venezuela. So when Trump went into Venezuela, that cut off their fuel supply. They may have had a partial shipment come in from Russia a few weeks ago, but where we end up in the tourist section of Cuba, out on the Keys, and it's really very insulated from the rest of Cuba. So they've got their own supply for fuel and food, and honestly, we were talking about it all week. Like, if you hadn't been watching the news, you wouldn't really know there was anything going on down there in Cuba.
It's about to go on. Trust me.
I understand it's about to go on. I've been following that, and I know, read a news article last week that the military is ready for military action down there.
Yes, they are.
I read that article while we were down there, and I thought, oh boy, let's. I hope we get out of here.
Yeah, just don't put any fentanyl
Anyhow,
on your boat and you won't have to worry
they've
about
got
it.
some rolling blackouts. The guides, I've gotten to know the guides and the staff down there where we end up at, and they said, Chris, we're dealing with some stuff down here in Cuba, but we're used to it. We're always dealing with stuff. This is just the way life is in Cuba. And the people are very resilient. They take care of each other. They figure out how to get by, how to get along. It's an amazing fishery. Of course, we're down there on a humanitarian project helping to get a fish count and keep track of the health of the marine sanctuary. So that's our work when we're down there.
Okay, that's a good story to stick to. Absolutely.
That's what we're doing down there. We keep good track and keep a good count on those fish. Keep our fingers, tie strings on our fingers so we can remember how many fish we got.
That's covered for action.
But we got a lot of fish. We got a lot of bonefish. We got one permit, very tough to catch. Got a couple of tarpon, barracudas. Tons of snapper.
Okay, wait. Back up. You're catching barracuda on a fly line?
Oh, man.
Are you using a toothy critter leader?
Yeah, we've got cable leader for those. It was an excellent trip. I mean, weather could have been a little bit better, and it certainly could have been worse. You're in the Caribbean. The wind is always blowing one direction or the other, and from time to time the clouds roll in, and we're fishing on the flats mainly in real shallow water. You're sight fishing to fish that are cruising on the flats, so when the clouds come over, it gets real hard to see those fish. But they've got other techniques that we'll use to find them and locate them. But really, a great group of guys down there. The hospitality, for them, these trips, they haven't had a trip in a month, and the area that we're in has some big resorts. We're not in a big one. We're in kind of a boutique resort down there. We're the only ones there in that resort that we're in, but not maybe 400 yards from us. There's a huge resort for Canadians and a huge resort for Europeans and Russians, and there's nobody there. I mean, for tourism is their lifeline down there, and the tourism is stopped because the jets can't refuel when they go down there. But there's still flights going from Miami because the American flights don't have to refuel when they get there, so they're still going on down there. But, the people of Cuba, I know the regime, I'd love to see regime change down there. The people would love to see regime change down there. But the people of Cuba are really a wonderful people. They're gracious, they're humble, very kind, very accommodating. We had an excellent trip. Everybody, I think most of the guys here said, man, I want to come back here next year. I don't know if it'll be available next year. They open this up and you're going to be looking probably at something like an extension of the Florida Keys, I would guess. I don't know what it's going to look like.
Well, I think so. I think in listening to Vice President J.D. Vance, he said they're not going to use the U.S. military. They're going to tell our redneck friends in Alabama that this current regime in Cuba was responsible for the death of Hank Williams. And all they're going to be is bass boats, beer cans and shotgun shells left over. So,
Roll Tide.
We got this.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, things didn't get really murderous in Ukraine until the Russians sent a cruise missile into the Coca-Cola factory.
Oh.
Yeah. Then it got sporty.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
Yeah.
And you were there.
I mean,
I saw, allegedly.
It's an incredibly poor country. There's no postal service in Cuba. So if you think about that, you kind of play that forward and say, okay, well, wait a minute. Nobody can send me a bill. I can't send anybody a check. I can't send anybody a bill. That slows down commerce pretty strong.
Do you have internet?
Control. Yeah, we did have internet. You know, the
Okay,
internet
so-
would
so they
come
can
and
pay
go a
by
little
crypto?
bit.
They can pay by crypto.
Okay.
That's a perfect
Yeah,
use. That's a
there you go.
perfect use case for crypto right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Credit cards don't work down there. So, you know, you got to bring cash and there's not a lot to spend your cash on down there, quite frankly. I mean, we tell everybody, bring everything you're going to need because you're not going to be able to buy a tube of toothpaste. You're not going to be able to buy a bottle of aspirin. I mean, we didn't see, I've never seen any stores like a grocery store or a general store or a shopping center. You just don't see that where we're at in Cuba.
Well, how do you get
And we send
how do you pay for your cigars, and furthermore, how do you get them back?
Well, we pay cash, and I'm not sure if we brought cigars back or not. I can't remember. I don't think we did.
Come on, I know you better than that.
Yeah, Abe and I don't smoke Cubans because they're communist.
Exactly. I stick to Dominican leaf.
Yeah, Dominican. That's it.
There's a lot of great cigars out there. We obviously smoked a lot of cigars when we were down there. I mean, Cuban cigars, you go down to Mexico, and if you get a real Cuban cigar down there, they're going to be close to $100 in Mexico. Of course, they tax the hell out of them down there. But in Cuba, you're buying them for $5 to $10 a stick. I think the average wage in Cuba is about $50 to $80 US a month. I mean, it's incredibly, incredibly low. And the people struggle. There's no question. They struggle. And the people we're around are tied to tourism, which is really the only way that those people get any sort of revenue at all. Otherwise, they're just left on whatever the government dole is for them and whatever food's available for them. And so, they did say, hey, there's a lot more people going down to the ocean and a lot of, you see guys hand lining. I saw a lot more guys, standing on the bridges and sailing on the shore. And most of what they're doing is they're just using a hand line. They don't have fishing poles.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So it's an interesting place to be. It's I don't have any idea what's going to happen down there. I'm pretty sure something is going to happen because the people are getting, the economy. It wasn't much of an economy, and it's getting choked out even worse than it is. So there's change is not far away. I don't think.
We have a military tribunal in here. What do you think? How long, gentlemen?
I just, with the speed and the way that it was laid out with the Venezuelans, there's like pretty much, that is bread and butter special operations command kind of missions. And
30 days?
Yeah, with a nudge, like that they did to Maduro. And he's right. Like the whole thing will probably fall down around him.
Boom.
So they just need a little bit of a push.
Okay, I'm getting texting from Chemo. He says over in Maui the Cubans are $10 a stick. So there you go.
How much?
10.
You say $10 a stick?
Yeah, 10-4.
Yeah, that's pretty inexpensive. I mean, even Canada, Europe, when you see Cuban cigars, they're pricey. But I think in a lot of those countries they tax the hell out of tobacco products.
Yeah, of course. All right, we got about 45 seconds. What's the next adventure?
Next adventure is to Montana. We're going up to the Winston factory. We're going to spend a day at the Winston factory doing a tour. They're going to take us inside the black box of Winston fly rods. We're all going to sign NDAs. They never take anybody in there, and they're going to take us into that factory. And we're going to spend a day there at the Winston factory, and then they've got some private water. We're going to fish that. And we're going to have some days where we fish some different waters there around Montana. So it'll be a wonderful trip, chasing trout. It feels great to be back in the USA. I can't wait to get out in Arizona. The White Mountains are fishing great right now. Game and Fish is stocking Gila trout up in the Birdie. I can't wait to get up there, chase some of those Gilas. And You know, it feels really good to be home right now.
Well, you get up there in Montana, be bear aware. You know they're there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, we got to wrap this up. I'm going to wish you the best the rest of the weekend, and we'll do this next week.
Hey, you got it, Don McDowell. Thanks for all you do, amigo.
All right, likewise, brother. Glad you're back safe. Chris Rich, AZ Fly Shop. I think it's East Cactus, just west of the Area 51, Highway 51, not Area 51. Anyway, it's there. It's a Freudian slip. Sorry. Area 51.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
A lot of ins, a lot of outs. A lot of what happens.
Yeah. You know, and that brings the question, what happened to all the scientists? We got to get out of here. We'll be back with Commissioner Guggenauer. Thanks for the finger, JJ. Appreciate it.
It's time to join the Howl Pack. In 2025, Howl for Wildlife campaigns will inspire advocacy, influence decision makers, and build resistance to the constant attacks from the anti-hunting industry. Howl is committed to protecting hunting, angling, and trapping opportunities nationwide, and we invite you to join the Howl Pack. Howl for Wildlife is committed to winning. Visit howlforwildlife.org to learn more and join the pack.
Thanks for calling Grand Avenue Mini Storage. We are located at 3636 West Grand Avenue. We have units ranging from 4 foot by 4 foot all the way up to a 20 by 20. Yes, sir, I do think the 4 foot by 4 foot will hold all of your IRS crashed hard drives. No, sir, I don't think the 20 by 20 will hold all the people the White House has thrown under the bus, but do have room for that bus. Grand Avenue Mini Storage. Call us at 602-246-0680. 602-246-0680.
You know, tuna fishing doesn't have to be time-consuming or expensive. Fish the Malahiti, the three-quarter-day premier sport boat out of H&M Landing, San Diego. Yep, over on the left coast. Malahiti has a long and proud tradition of dependable service, and with the goal of your success on the water. Captains Bill Wilkerson, Mike Schmidt, and Mike Zayak will utilize their extensive skills and the latest technology to put you on fish. The tuna season is in full swing right now. Yeah, right now. Spend a day on the water on the premier three-quarter-day sport fishing boat on the left coast, Malahiti Sport Fishing. Don't miss the boat or the fish. Book Malahiti now at hmlanding.com or call them at 619-222-1144. Hey, I'm Don McDowell, and I fish Malahiti.
If you're a rancher, farmer, or involved in wildlife habitat enhancement, then you need to know Southwest Ranch Supply for your needs. Southwest Ranch Supply is a distributor for quality American-made products. Vertical and direct burial water tanks, Numex polypipe, RDF aluminum troughs and spring boxes, Rainmaker drinkers, Western Clay bentonite and pond seal, Redmond agricultural salt and minerals in bulk or block, solar well conversion, panels, pumps, and structural panel supports. Contact us at southwestranchsupply.com or 623-221-7655 for your free project survey and estimate to stretch your project budget and ensure you have the right products for your projects. We run full truckloads, split truckloads, and deliver direct to your allotment. Southwest Ranch Supply is your partner in conservation. 623-221-7655. Again, contact us at southwestranchsupply.com or 623-221-7655. Southwest Ranch Supply, proud member of the Arizona Cattle Growers Association.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
At the Home Depot, we have all your appliance answers. And with Spring Black Friday savings, you can get up to 40% off, plus free delivery on select brands like GE Profile. Simplify your day and get the GE Profile all-in-one washer dryer with a quick 90 minutes wash and dry time. Now available in multiple color options. And a fridge with hands-free autofill that fills your cup perfectly while you prep for your day. Shop Spring Black Friday savings and get free delivery on appliance purchases of $998 or more right now at the Home Depot. Offer valid April 9th through April 29th. U.S. only. See store online for details.
Back to Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910 and always on our free iHeartRadio app. Here's the Bass Daddy and Tournament Pro, Don McDowell.
Okay, gentlemen, we need to tighten it up. We have Commissioner Guggenauer on the line. Welcome, sir. You have the podium. What's happening?
Hey, good morning, Don. Wow, I always love listening to the adventures of Chris Rich and company. He's a pretty amazing fishing guy.
Well, did you hear JJ on the Buffalo and Poland?
Talk to me about it.
We need to get him down at a commission meeting and talk about wolves in Poland. They've eliminated all of them, and they have buffalo over the counter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
oh, there you go.
Yeah. Come on. Well, my question is, pragmatic view of the obvious. What are we doing wrong? I mean, Poland's got to figure it out.
Like I said, every Polish joke has always been a reference to them not being smart. It's like, they eradicated the wolves, grew some buffalo.
Yeah. So, all right, it's all you, buddy. What's happening?
Well, let me start with fishing, because that's the big news up here in Brim Country. Roosevelt Lake's sitting at 46% full. It's been right at that level for the last couple of months. But this week, they took some water out of Roosevelt. I don't know if they're starting to switch over to the Salt River chain for water now for the valley. But like yesterday, the over 2,000 acre feet taken out of Roosevelt. So it's good for the algae bloom. We're kind of getting rid of that a little bit.
That's good.
The Salt River is still flowing well below its average, 16% of its normal rate. We did get some rain and snow up on the rim, and I'll talk about that snow here in a minute. But I think that's helping a little bit of the fishing conditions down there. Right now, fishing is just off the chart. This morning, it's a beautiful morning. We're 50 degrees overnight here in Payson. We're going to get up to 85. Toronto Basin is 60 degrees overnight. They're going to get up to about 90 today. A little bit of breeze blowing puts a nice chop on the water. You know where I'm going with this, Don?
Yes, I do.
Reaction baits, skinny dippers, spinner baits, small crankbaits. You would be putting fish in the boat right now if you're throwing those on Roosevelt Lake.
Okay, wait a minute. We just got eyebrows raised on skinny dippers. They think that's something out at Apache Junction, so we just need to clarify that.
Skinny dipper is a Reaction Innovations bait that looks like about a 4 or 5 inch minnow. Dawn and I go with the pearl color, and it's got a blue back on it.
Yep.
And Don McDowell will tell you if you put a black stripe down the back of that thing, it will increase the catch rate of a skinny dipper.
Bingo. Okay, we're not USMC. We don't use crayons. We use Sharpies. So, there you go.
More of a precision instrument.
It is. It's Coast Guard related.
So the other thing, Don, is drop shots and Texas rig. This is the first week now, I'm talking to some of the locals down there, that they are fishing some days when the water's flat, fishing more drop shot and Texas rig than they have been reaction baits. So this is typical of post-spawn. Fish are still spawning, but probably more fish in the post-spawn right now than there are pre-spawn. So, Texas rig, drop shot, those are easy baits for fish to pick up. And so they're doing pretty good down there. Fun time to be on the water.
Yeah, absolutely. How long's the topwater bite lasting in the morning? Anybody say?
It's pretty much going all morning, especially in the post-spawn. Those fish are feeding heavy after the spawn to put some weight back on. Yep. So it's not, you're right, in another month or so, it seems like there's an early morning topwater bite or a reaction bite. But right now, it's going all day long.
Yeah, that'd be the hammer shad number 574, gentlemen, and use a black dressed hook. So, just saying.
I think you've been there before, Don. I think I've seen you on the water.
Well, right now, the fish are acting like, they're charging the Waffle House. So, it's a good time to be out there fishing.
Exactly right.
Okay, what's the department up to? Anything you can enlighten us on?
So a couple of big things that I'll mention here. First is we're in the middle of spring turkey season, and this is where turkeys, the toms, will be gobbling, and you can call them in. If you've never done that before, you need to get out and give that a try. It's an absolute hoot.
I keep trying, but I keep trying, but I think I'm on some kind of a list with the department. I keep not getting an elk tag. I don't get a turkey tag in the fall. I don't get one in the spring. It's like
it is one of the funnest things to do in Arizona. The only thing is, you want to get away from other turkey callers. I've sat and listened to two guys trying to call each other in. So make sure you're talking to a turkey. But some good harvest reports, especially up here in Rim Country. As you know, Don, we've been down the last couple of years in turkeys, but with the moisture that we've had the last couple of years, it's doing a little bit better up there. The other thing is the mountain lion harvest. As of this morning, the mountain lion harvest is at 330 versus a harvest limit of 359. So 29 more tags are available, and our mountain lion season is scheduled to end May 31st. So if you're out there with your dogs, and that's where the snow comes in, last weekend there was a couple inches of snow up on the rim. I think that helped the lion hunters harvest more lions than usual.
Good.
But we're getting close to that harvest limit, so good on the Game and Fish Department to put those limits in place so we don't over-harvest lions in Arizona. And that kind of hunting is only for the hardy, I will tell you that.
Okay, well, that's good news. All right. Anything else to add on behalf of Kansas City Motor Speedway today?
There is. This is going to be a shootout. I like Kyle Larson sitting at number 4, but I mean Reddick is on a tear. Hamlin's doing well. Ty Gibbs is doing well. It's going to be a shootout for sure.
Yeah, I think Hamlin's going to be the problem. Tyler Reddick, like you say, he's been doing well in spite of his team partner. So.
Yep.
Anyway, I can only hope a flat tire for Mr. Hamlin and a piece of the wall for Bubba. So, I don't know why you'd name your kid Bubba,
I can't tell you how much I enjoy your texts in the afternoon. Don, I'm sharing them with my wife now when they come in.
Yeah. I better clean it up a little bit.
No, all good.
All right, we're going to wish you the best rest of the weekend, and I'll be in touch.
Thanks for all you do.
All right, brother, I appreciate you. Okay, we've got to flip in here to our break. Brandon, are you a NASCAR fan?
Not really. Yeah, I football. Chicago Bears.
I'm surprised being in the Air Force. NASCAR is a good time. Take a nap. I'm just saying.
Again, attacking our standard.
Get us out of here. Take us to a break.
It's called crew rest.
Sports 910.
Even though gas prices keep going up and up and up, it won't affect you after $1,000 in bonus spots.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Listen weekdays for your chance to win. Sponsored by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys.
Hey Arizona, it's your local accident attorney Kevin Rowe from Lerner & Rowe, where there are no fees until we win your case. Speaking of win, we want to help you bank $1,000, powered by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys. Interact, need a check? Call Lerner & Rowe today, 977-1900.
No matter what boat or watercraft you drive, your safety starts with the proper personal flotation devices for you and the people aboard your vessel. Hey, I'm Don McDowell, professional angler and saltwater fisherman and United States Coast Guard Auxiliaries, Flotilla 1011 Guardians of the Southwest. Mustang Survival PFDs are our only choice when enjoying our own watercrafts or saving lives. Our lives depend on Mustang.
security, privacy, weather protection, noise reduction, and all built for specific needs. Roll Shutter Systems is family owned and operated for 40 years and manufactured in Phoenix, Arizona. They ship and install throughout the USA, Canada, and Mexico. For your free estimate, click RollShutterSystemsUSA.com or call 623-869-7057.
Hey, I heard that. Did you? If you didn't, you can get the weekly e-news Heard That from the AZ Cattle Growers Association to be informed about Arizona cattle growers news in our great state. Learn about events happening each month, legislation roundups and cattle news range highlights, and the monthly recap and member highlights. Sign up for the newsletter by contacting the ACGA staff at 602-267-1129 and learn more about joining the ACGA or advertising in the weekly newsletter Heard That. ACGA 602-267-1129.
It's time to join the Howl Pack. In 2025, Howl for Wildlife campaigns will inspire advocacy, influence decision makers, and build resistance to the constant attacks from the anti-hunting industry. Howl is committed to protecting hunting, angling, and trapping opportunities nationwide, and we invite you to join the Howl Pack. Howl for Wildlife is committed to winning. Visit howlforwildlife.org to learn more and join the pack.
Here is a great way to help Arizona's wildlife conservation efforts. Put an AZ Wildlife Conservation license plate on your car, truck, or RV and show the world you care. When you do, you are contributing to the AZ Wildlife Conservation Fund, which manages grants for habitat improvements and hunter-angler recruitment. Simply go online to servicearizona.com and select the AZ Wildlife Conservation plate for your license plate renewal. Show the world you care.
Arizona Catalog, the official magazine of the Arizona Cattle Growers Association monthly publication, provides essential updates on issues impacting the ranching industry in our great state and nationally. The Arizona Catalog provides industry news from the University of Arizona, National Cattlemen's Beef Association, the Arizona Farm Bureau, National and Arizona Department of Agriculture, and others. Timely notifications of legislation on local, state, and federal levels, as well as other issues that may affect the ranching community. Spotlight on rancher highlights, activities, events, and dialogue from our president, executive director. Board members fight the fight for you. Regular features include cattle growers reports, cattle comments, activities for kids, and animal health. The Arizona Catalog monthly magazine is created by ranchers for ranchers. Get your subscription today at azcattlegrowers.org or call 602-267-1129 and then ask how you can join the Arizona Cattle Growers Association. What's on your plate?
What if your soda actually did something for you? Introducing Sky Pop Protein Soda. Sky Pop Protein Soda has 10 grams of complete protein, 0 sugar, and real delicious soda taste. Sky Pop Protein Soda. Reach for the sky. Get your Sky Pop Protein Soda now at Target or Fry's.
During Lowe's Deck Days, pros get 15% off all in-stock composite decking. Plus, get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt tool. Shop the brands pros trust at Lowe's. Valid through 4/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
If you love the outdoors, make sure you sign up for the weekly hunting fishing newsletter to stay up to date with the latest outdoorsman news across the nation. Sign up today at huntingfishing.com. Now back to Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910.
Okay, thanks for staying with us. We've had a lot of fun today. We're going to get this thing wrapped up and get on with the day. A lot of stuff going on this afternoon. I want to deal with a text question that we got from Jeff out in Mesa. He wanted to follow up on the flat falls we were talking about last week. I'm going to recommend a Shimano Butterfly flat fall jigs. Best colors to use this time of year, the bluefin for some reason like to chew in the middle of the night. So Shimano's got a Zebra Glow, Super Glow, for low light conditions and really deep water. I'm not a big fan of glow in the dark unless it's in the bathtub, but that's a story for another time. Chartreuse and white is pretty good for jigging in the kelp forest. It's good for tuna, but sea bass in overcast and stained water is good. Going back to my favorite, there's a pink and blue, which is mid-column. Kind of a neutral appearance, and then the silver green, aka the green machine, is effective for bottom use. Not so much the bluefin, but the blue sardine and black anchovy
are the ones that mimic their bait fish, go to bright colors. So they range from 80 grams to 100 grams. That's pretty good for your sea bass and shallow water jigging, not to be confused with the Coast Guard. Don't you say a word. 130 to 200 grams, all-purpose for medium depths and tuna applications, and the 250 to 350. Heavy water currents, deep targets like large bluefin. And when I say large bluefin, these are 200, 250 pound, 300 pound class. So you need to get rid of it. The other shameless plug is take your rods, reels down to Gowdy at Phoenix Fishing Supply. Have them check your drag, re-spool, check your brake, make sure your brakes are working. You're going to need them. So you can book directly with MalahiniSportFishing.com and or multi-day trips. They're running 1.5 to 2.5, 3-day trips on the horizon. Big boat, 80-footer, sleeps 25 or 30. 60 if they're really good friends, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. So anyway, give Captain Bell a call. Okay, back to you.
Back to me.
You got it. Okay, I like your hat. We're right at midnight. Let's go.
It's a throwback to the Revolutionary War, or as the Brits call the War of Insurrection. It was the day their empire died officially.
It's coming back.
They need to be reminded of that every now and then, I feel like. The Brits get a little lippy when you see them outside of their own country.
Yeah, they're a little lippy right now.
I like when they write harshly worded letters about our foreign policy. That's always a good time.
While sleeping under a blanket of security and freedom.
Yes.
While they eat their beans and toast.
There's nothing worse than a British breakfast, and I'm Mexican. We eat beans for breakfast every day.
Yeah.
They could have called us. We would have told them how to do it.
Yeah. Okay, nice. What do you have for the veterans?
Yes, so just wanted to remind everybody, there are some amazing programs available for veterans. The days of there not being resources available to help vets are pretty much long gone. You just need to know where to look. So first, I'd like to plug the Arizona Department of Veterans Services. If you have any questions about getting assistance for a veteran or benefits, they're the first place you should call. Ask for a veteran benefit counselor. Secondly, the Department of Labor sponsors a program called Homeless Veteran Reintegration Program. So there is a statewide program. There are ways to access it, whether you're in Flagstaff or you're down in Nogales. But basically, it's a program that helps veterans who are either homeless or at risk of being homeless overcome their barriers to employment and once again get stable employment and move on with their lives. Locally here in the Phoenix Valley, you can access the program through US Vets or the YMCA. If you're down in Tucson or Southern Arizona, Family Endeavors is where you want to go. And if you find yourself in the North Country, US Vets also has a...
How'd the YMCA get involved?
So the YMCA has been doing great work in the Valley for many years with just in general, trying to tackle the homeless problems that we have.
Okay.
And so a year ago, they applied for a grant through the Department of Labor and were awarded for a project that they're currently working on now. They have the ability to pay for training, housing. They can help you connect with other resources. So if there's any other barriers other than just not having a job that you're facing, whether that be mental health or health resources, education, anything like that, they can help you with that. And you can either just go right down to the YMCA downtown or just Google it, Phoenix YMCA. And
makes me want to start singing.
You know, they really do that, though. They've got a nice gym there, and they always play great music.
Yeah.
And their HVRP program's co-located next door to the Arizona State University Sun Devil Fitness Center. And if you also are interested in that, they have programs to help you get in shape, too, as part of their programs.
Outstanding. What's your next great adventure?
I'll be beefing up my obituary starting in June. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, you're back. You're just going to kind of chill out for a while?
Yeah, I'm going to see if, get Jane to throw down some Mexican food and maybe get an invite over to your place.
Yeah, there you go. All right. And what can you add to this group? Thank you so much for coming down.
Oh, no
and
worries.
I apologize on behalf of myself. Nothing to do with these guys.
Don't speak for me, Don.
Yeah.
The Air Force is a good thing.
We are.
Love the A-10s.
We are amazing. Nothing really. Like I say, doing XRP Las Vegas, so it'll be an amazing event. April 30th to May 1st. Brad Kimes is the founder. Digital Perspective is his.
I've heard that name.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's his channel on YouTube. Amazing content creator. He's awesome. Personal friend, and yeah, it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. It's very rare you're able to sit back and watch our government build the next financial system. So
yeah, we all need to get on board.
You need to get on board.
Yeah.
So
didn't like Alexander Hamilton have a duel about that or something? The financial system.
I think, hey, like I say, it's this is going to be big. So yeah.
Yeah, really. I gotta ask Tyson, because Tyson sits there on his phone and he buys trucks, cars.
Truck. Those are steer killers.
I think he was looking for a Suburban today.
No, that's Suburban.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's the urban Suburban. Boom. Okay, so what'd you buy today?
Looking at a crane.
Okay, all right. I knew it was something. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for coming down. I can't remember, we've been doing this for 26 years now, and this is the most enjoyable time that I believe I've ever had. And I hope...
did you get a bad diagnosis or something?
Yeah,
Were you going to tell us something, or what's going on?
Well, I just want to make sure, are the Russians going to be following us today?
Oh, yeah. They're deeply embedded in this country.
Yeah, you still got a price on your head?
No. Yeah, I don't want to talk much.
That's from Juarez, though. We're not getting into that.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's why we have flak jackets in the truck.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Like I said, the potential to have a near-death experience around me is elevated.
Really? Aside from red lights? Yeah, sorry about that, JJ. Okay, we got to get out of here. I'm going to go with Ryan Blaney today on Kansas Motor Speedway. He's got good speed and been threatening, knocking on the door. So give us a like on social media, Instagram, X, and Facebook. I'm Don McDowell. Take your kids fishing, hug your bass boat. Yep, we're out of here.
Don McDowell Outdoor Radio has been sponsored by Southwest Ranch Supply.
Hey, I heard that. Did you? If you didn't, you can get the weekly e-news Heard That from the AZ Cattle Growers Association to be informed about Arizona cattle growers news in our great state. Learn about events happening each month, legislation roundups and cattle news range highlights, and the monthly recap and member highlights. Sign up for the newsletter by contacting the ACGA staff at 602-267-1129 and learn more about joining the ACGA or advertising in the weekly newsletter Heard That. ACGA 602-267-1129.
Staples presents Celebrations Made Easy.
I went to Staples for a custom printed graduation banner and invites and saw that Party City is now at Staples.
Wait, what?
Party